Alright, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Welcome and well met, my dear wayfarers. It's me, Sigurd Chronosecht, your clockwork wizard, right now at your service. This is Final Fantasy XIV, and we're back. From last where we left off, which is currently in the North Shroud inside Fulcord. Hold on, I kind of forgot the name. Give me a second here. We are inside one of the inns right now, and this is currently the North Shroud in Fulgord Float. Now, also, you might have caught on another stream that took place about like a few hours ago or so. Might have been around nighttime yesterday for some of you who's currently on the other side of the globe. For me, it was around the close to noontime, daytime to noontime, around 9 a.m. or so. Anyway, if in case you want to check out that stream, go to Kek2's channel. There's a VOD of that in case you missed it. If you caught on it live, then well, that is awesome. It'd be great to have you there, and I hope you enjoyed the shenanigans that took place in that game. That is an insane moment. I knew it. I knew I saw you on a stream just recently. Yeah, that's about right, Alex. Hey, hello. Hey, Alex. Welcome to the stream. And yes, it was not my stream. It was Kek's stream. And he brought in a bunch of the CANVO folks in there. That included Sir I think there was a Sir Alcatrades, Kek2 himself, the one and only. Also had, to my surprise, Clairvoyant, who apparently it was my first time being in her stream, and it was her first time to have me on her stream, and you know how that goes. And to my surprise, the ever illustrious and elusive Darshan was there too. So it was funny. It was I think the best way to describe that stream was unhinged, and yep, it was indeed unhinged. I'm not sure what time it is for you folks catching the stream right now. If in case it's already nighttime, then good evening. I do hope I'm not disturbing anyone. I'm trying to my best to not disturb anyone right now. Thus, my voice is a little low than usual. Now, for everybody else, though, if in case daytime or noontime, well, hello. Enjoy your meals. I hope you're having a great time. And let me just toss it over to some friends here. Other things to note is that today is a little bit floaty, because I think I might have overexerted myself from yesterday. But anyway, it was a ton of fun, and I'm still operating from lack of sleep. But after this, I'm going to make sure I'm going to sleep properly. So that said, I'm gonna take my time and get this guy off the ground. Let's have Sigurd stand up real quick here and bring his fairy companion out. Because today we're gonna pick up from where we last left off. So let's bring out Eos real quick. With Eos beside us right now, we're gonna get ourselves ready for today's mission. Yep, that stream was wild indeed. So I agree with that, Alex. And also, you noted that proper sleep is the key. So yeah, I will make sure I'm gonna have a good one later. I'm gonna make sure I do have a good one. I think it might have been a bad option that I have coffee right now, so that's going to be a problem. But I'll figure it out later. So we got two quests to work on. One of them is to investigate the location here, close to the Fulgord Float. The other is to throw a fire sand stick. In other words, dynamite at a rock. So we're going to do some blasting as well. Kiss on the forehead. Oh yeah, I'll hold you on to that. After the stream, I'll hold you on to that. All right, now let's get to that location real quick. I'm gonna call in our favorite Chocobo Knight. Well, he's a Chocobo right now, not a Knight. Yes, here he is. Let me top you up first. And let me set you into attack position. There we go. Let's go. I think we can also level up something in the process. Now, interestingly, I think if you notice this from the previous stream, when you set the Chocobo in attack position, or if you set them in attacker mode, they are actually devastating. Like, they can actually hold their own and deal a lot of damage. I'll just set that up real quick. Let me see if I can help these guys out. And give them barriers. Alright, let's take out these Z's. So far so good. No. Wrong target. Crap. Wrong target. Okay, so in case you haven't noticed, I'm starting to adjust the UI a little more. Make sure every element is still visible, but at the same time it still fits the screen. You might be looking at a different situation though if the monitor I'm using is a little bigger on the resolution. So right now we're just bearing with what we got here. Chocobo is tired of not being able to shed blood. He'd be letting loose since he's in attack mode. Yeah, that's true. Because in the last playthroughs I did with this, I had them either on healer mode or on defender mode. So I think it's a change that I put them in attacker mode now. Kind of like a nice change of pace. Okay, wait. Just make sure he's... It is what it is. Seriously, that's the name of the fate. It is what it is. Alex, can you rate that? On a scale of 1 to 5, how is it? So how is that as a pun? I don't need to heal Sigurd if I can kill his enemies. That is true. I mean, I think the best defense is a good offense. We're gonna do that now. Fine. Yes, investigate this location here. I think we might have something. I already did a good 4 out of 5. Ah. Just there you go. We're fine. Let him suffer that. Poke. There you go. Solid kick. That's a solid kick right there. Nice. Alright, so Dynamite down. Let's go check the other one. How do we access the... Oh wait, hold on a second. I think I got a better idea. Run. So I can still preserve the timer. If this Bane might aggro, okay, too late, it aggroed. We're killing it. We're killing it for the Chocobo XP. Already now. There you go. Really had to throw poison on me, huh? It's a pesky little bug. How do you get there? How do you get there? Or I have to go further down. I guess I'll have to go further down here. Oh, we got some clay golems. Let me just clear the path. Oh no, you don't. Oh no, you don't. Let's go down here. Scorpion dude could have just lived if he checked himself. But nay, he wrecked himself. Yeah, indeed. I think he just did. Let me just grenade this thing. Oh, humming crystals. One. 2. 3. 4. And 5. That should do it. Let's go. Man, this rain. There's also a level 50 boss over here. I don't want to fight it yet. It's a little too dangerous. While it's raining in game, how's everybody right now? Is it sunny over there or is it raining? That's a big leap in level from 2720 to sudden level 50. Yep. Apparently those ones with the high levels, like level 50 or so, I think those are like hunt marks, like monsters that you would usually hunt down, because they're like mini bosses in their own right. Over here it's sunny the first time in a while, so that's good. It's sunny, but I think you're sweating yourself, sweating your pants off. A monstrous bane might appeared, and you slew it? That creature had long been a scourge upon the folk in Folgord. Intentional or no, you have done us a great service. You have my gratitude. But this does make me wonder, was it truly a winged eyeball I saw, or merely a trick of light combined with blind panic? I am also wondering what that is. How about you? Most folk are too scared to go within 100 yalms of the Rock of Rancor. Aye, it has the name, but what's a few vengeful spirits to a dauntless adventurer like you, huh? Well, how about this? Huh? Why, these are just your ordinary garden variety crystals. It's a bit hard to tell beneath all the dirt and grime, but they're definitely lightning aspected. I almost hate to say it, but that explains the flashing and moaning. Nothing to do with the masked stranger. Looks like I've gone and wasted both your time and a perfectly good fire sand stick. Fire sand stick is dynamite. I keep saying that. It's pretty much dynamite. Oh well. Okay, that's still more XP for me. Okay, Medrad, what do you have? Okay, what do we got here? There have been no promising leads in the murders. I can scarce get a wink of sleep knowing that the killer is still at large. Judging by furrowed brows, I take it this sorry business troubles you as much as it does me. I've been pondering my encounter. I wasn't certain for a time, but there can be no doubt. It was a winged eyeball that I witnessed. It's implausible that I could have mistaken so distinct a creature for a bane mite. But you and I were moms apart. How could we both seen it at precisely the same time? What's more, our adventurer friend here has a run-in with the bane mite at the very spot you claim to see that fiendish eyeball. Is that right? There must be an explanation. I know I saw an eyeball with wings. I would wager an apple tart for it. Oh, wagering already. Aideen be like, as you know, it was also simple. Wasted time and resources that Eden needed. Oh my god, Alex! That's a double weave! That's a double weave pun! Ooh! You're popping, alright. You're popping. And Everald is already wagering an apple tart. Wow. Right away. I swear, these miners. Oh, he's serious. But listen, be happy it's not as mysterious as we're making it out to be. There's no reason why there couldn't be... Gods, of course. There must be more than one of those buggers. It's so obvious. But then that means, since there has been repeated sightings of these fiends, then there must be even more victims that are yet undiscovered. Uh-oh. I do believe we're out of our depth. We ought to leave the rest to the expert. Yes, we're just civilians after all. Good luck, adventurer. It was a pleasure knowing you. While I burn to know the truth, some things are best left unknown. Lest you have forgotten, it was at the rocky area to the west that I had my encounter. Should you discover aught of note, you will want to alert the authorities. There's a guardhouse nearby. The serpents there should be pleased for any information that pertains to the security of the region. Okay, our turn. This seems to be more of our thing now. So, let's see. So we're going to the west. Hi JT. I just saw you. Okay. If in case you collect your gil and you don't spend it, how fast will you get to 200,000? Good question. That depends on what you're doing with it, and if in case you don't really spend it that much, I think it will be there in no time. If I get this well, give or take a few quests and a few roulettes, I think you should be able to get something there. And if you also sell some items that you don't really need, I'm pretty sure you'll be right there before you know it. It's gonna feel slow at first. Oh, my audio's glitching? Okay, how is my audio right now? Okay, testing, sound check, how am I? How do I sound like right now? Okay, going back to what I said, it won't take long if in case you don't spend the gil that you have, and if also you're selling stuff that you don't need. It'll get you there. Ah, okay, I see. Might have been a technical issue, but just in case, I'm gonna repeat. As long as you don't spend it too much, and if in case you're gonna spend it for teleportation fees, maybe that's a good reason. But just to once you minimize that amount of minute costs and the the fact that you still sell other items and materials from on vendors and such, I think you should be able to get gil fast. Yeah, I would suggest you go to at least 200,000 is solid, but if in case you hit 300,000, I think that's a good sign. Go ahead. Oh yeah, I think 200,000 is a good point already. Okay, I see a corpse. I knew it. There it is. Nice. Elk with the Choco Kick. Whew. Or I think it's called Choco Slash. Let's go check this out. What's going on? Okay. Alright. It's not exactly shown in the graphic, but the implication there is I think that female corpse lost its kind of lost its face, like it's scratched out and such. Now, for the apartment cost, that I kind of forgot. It's been a while. But I'm pretty sure it's below... I don't know, was it for her? I think it was sitting around 400,000 last I checked. I'm not sure. I'm going to double check again. In case I unlock the housing district. Was it 400? 500? If it's 500,000, I think you should be able to get there. You just need to cover at least 300,000 so reach the gil cap, and then get the the remaining 200,000 once you lift the gil cap. So there's that. Okay, I see I see our client is over here. Oh, there we are. It's the sergeant. One sec. Greetings, adventurer. Is there aught I miss? Is there aught I might assist you with? Yeah, we got this. We got a corpse. Basically, okay, in terms of building the furniture, this is a mix of getting the materials, having the class that can craft those materials, or buying it from the market board. In some cases, though, there are also like vendors specifically that sell furniture. If I got this right, I think if you're in the housing district, there should be some that sell the furniture itself. Or if you really want to test your, if you really want to try another avenue of the gameplay, you might want to unlock the crafter jobs, because they offer ways on creating furniture. Especially, I think the carpenter is the one that's notable for this. There might be others, I think, but carpenter is the one that comes off on the top of my head that makes furniture. So yeah, I think that's a good start. Just build up what you can, build up the amount of gil that you can obtain, and then for the items, just get them by either by loot or by crafting stuff. So you have a solid plan there when you think about it. So if in case you want to go the crafting route, that's also the other avenue you want to check out, because that's actually a fun gameplay loop to look into, aside from fighting monsters and going to dungeons. Gods be good, not again. No matter how many bodies I see, I cannot seem to get used to the horrid sight. Poor woman. Identical deaths have been reported in the Central Shroud. While the masked stranger you seek does not seem to feature in any sightings of winged eyeballs are common enough, though. The creature appears to be moving the bodies, but to what end, none can say. The victims have all been young women. All are found with their faces mutilated beyond recognition. It's been difficult to identify them so as to notify of their next of... Wait. This button, engraved with a lily motif. The very same object was found on upon another victim. A family sigil, or that of an organization, perhaps. Either way, I dare to hope that this find will prove pivotal in solving the murders. I want to do as much as I can to limit cost of guild, so I can eventually have the money for the... Yeah. It'll build up in time. Just as long as you keep playing, it'll build up in time. You'll get it. That's actually the most likely way you can get more gil. Just keep playing. So what do we got here? Secret of the White Lily. I would have you hold on to the lily button. You will need it to continue your investigation. While it is a standard procedure to entrust key evidence to individuals, you have proven yourself reliable. Well, it isn't standard procedure, that's true. You have proven yourself reliable and resourceful in this matter. I see no reason why you shouldn't carry on your work. If I might make a suggestion, you may wish to take the button to Gridania and have it examined by Mion. Mayhap someone in her vast network of contacts can shed light upon the sigil. So I guess we'll have to go to Mother Mion and find out who owns this thing. And also, since we're in the northern side, there should be a way to go back from here. The house thing, I am not sure, because I haven't owned a house at all, so I cannot really find a good answer for that. Well, I think it's a needed thing that you should check out your house every now and then. I'm just not sure how long it takes, or like the period between visits, if you will. If it is 48 hours, I think in maybe real world time hours. Okay, hold on. Where do we go? We're going down. So through here, off to the door. 48 hours or 40 days? That's a good question. I actually don't know. I honestly don't know. I don't own a house in any of the housing districts in Eorzea. So I couldn't say. As for apartments, I'm not sure either. I forgot about that one. Okay, here we go. Okay, what's this? Hold on. I'll get back to you shortly. Good day to you, Sigurd. By your grim expression, I suspect you aren't here for scones and herb tea. I know I'll have that kind of fun with that because I get addicted to Animal Crossing New Horizons. Oh yeah. I think I'll have fun with the housing system. Though I also think you might have fun as well with a certain piece of content that showed up in Endwalker. But you'll have to beat the game up to that point to unlock that thing. I think it was called Island Sanctuary. I think you might have fun with that too. So yeah, this game really offers a lot of stuff. So if in case you don't feel like going for the high level raids, you can also go for the crafting and gathering and the housing stuff. Those are fun. Those are really fun. Housing system, as long as you don't act like Kek and be a dictator, you're golden. Alex. Well, the thing is, it's kind of hard to get a house. Sometimes it's kind of hard to get a house. So I kind of gave up on that idea of getting a house myself. Especially with this character, which is, well, starting out. I don't think he'll get a house at all. Maybe an apartment, but I'm still thinking about it. Alright, so, Mother Miyun, tell me what you know of this. Well, isn't this a lovely little button? The engraving is quite exquisite. Artisan level quality, I would say. Where did you say you found this? On a dead body? Lovely. Anyway, I'm afraid I do not recall the lily sigil. You will have to find the answer the old-fashioned way, by asking around. You could do worse than begin with Bernadette, over at the Aetherite Plaza. She has a sharp pair of eyes, that one. Thank you, Mother. Okay, I wonder what's your thing. Okay, so some lost and found going on here. As if I'm not busy enough without playing Lost and Found. Oh, do forgive me, friend. Once again, one of our customers has departed without her belongings, and I'm at the loss of what to do about it. While I understand that adventurers have many cares on their minds, it would make my life much easier if they could just keep their personal effects in order. But you did not come here to lend an ear to my grumblings. Here. This is the book in question. The face of its owner was unfamiliar to me, but Errol over there seems quite smitten with her. As with every pretty lass he lays his eyes on. But that's neither here nor there. Why'd I trouble you to inquire as to the girl's whereabouts? I found the man to be less than forthcoming ever since I spurned his advances. Oh! Did now just friend zone Errol or something? Oh god. Oh no. Sad. That is sad. Poor lad. Yeah, I suggest save up the Allagan pieces that are in sacks. Save those. They really give good money. You only use them up, like sell them to a vendor or something if you're really down for if you're really after like your short-term cash and stuff. Do that. That's when you sell it. But right now, just collect what you can. Unless you're unless you're running out of space in your inventory. The sweet little thing with a journal? Of course I remember her. And remember her well. Had a smile to warm the heart, and a laugh, a lilt, one might say, to tickle the depths of the soul. And she was most eager to hear tales of my many travels, which speak to a keen and sensitive mind. Jilly, I believe was her name? No, that's alright. Jilly was the redhead from last week. Damned if I can remember. You must understand, no small number of comely lasses seek out my company. I dare say keeping all the names and faces straight is an adventure in itself. Any road, the girl spoke of paying a visit to Apkalu Falls before traveling on. like as not, you will find her there now, shedding a tear or two at our parting. Do pass along my regards if you see her. She should be readily recognizable in that charming straw hat of hers. Straw hat. Okay. Let's go check then. Ah yes, allowances. Yeah, keep an eye on that because certain allowances would actually give you access to some stuff like leave meets, especially if you're doing leave quests. There's some leave allowances that allow you to basically perform them, and so that you can turn them in if you're doing crafting jobs or something. It helps with leveling them up and getting you money in the process. Oh, here's Bernadette. Need help tracking down the owner of the button? That's certainly not a request I receive on a daily basis. Well, go on then. Show me what you have. Here, it's a lily button. Seems to be some manner of decorative button, reminiscent of those worn by the families of old, though I cannot claim to know its sigil. However, I can say with certainty that the white lily is a recurring theme in Gridanian culture. Alas, I do not know who would make a personal sigil out of it. If there is a soul in Gridania who does, it would be Sigurd over at the Lancers Guild. The woman makes a point of knowing all the citizens on a forename basis. Oh. Okay. $200,000. I think it's 300,000 if in terms of limit. And I think you will be able to reach it anyway. No question. Because last time I had the free trial, it was 300,000 gil. So I think you might be able to reach that anyway. So let's see here. Where's Milith Ironheart? Hold up. Oh, she's over there at the top. Okay, let's see if I can access that. The personal limit. Yeah, okay. I get it now. I get it, GG. Oh yeah, I think you should still be able to get it, regardless. And Alex, I see you gotta cook lunch. Yep. Go ahead. Feel free to lurk and have me in the background. Ah, there she is. Sigurd. Bernadette believes that I can help you. Well, that's a rather bold assumption to make. I'll try to assist, never you fear. But whether aught comes of it is another matter. Now then, what do you require of me? Check the button, please. Fascinating. Work of this quality is rarely seen in the hands of ordinary Gridanians. The owner of this button is most certainly well-to-do. You may wish to take your search to the Gentry's Ward, northwest of here. Wait, a memory comes to me. Of late there has been a man who is perpetually seated at the bench by the ward's entrance. His name is Ursandel, and I distinctly recall seeing a markedly similar button upon the breast of his jacket. I dare say he can tell you a thing or two about it. Red dye. Not quite. Though you can grind for the cash to buy the red dye. So, I think that's your best bet on that one. Since I think dyes in general are something that you can buy from the market. And let me show you where to look for it. A second. Let's go back to the market. So let's say, for instance, you're in Gridania. Now, while you're in Gridania, I need you to go to a specific vendor to buy those dyes. Each town has that specific vendor that sells stuff like that. Especially, I think, the other stuff on the later areas. Hold on, was it a tinker? Ah, here. So, for Gridania, look for the independent tinker named Alaric. And this is where you get the dyes for your glam. So far, what he has is rose pink, Roland berry red, rust red, blood red, salmon pink, mesa red, which is more brown. And then you have the brown dyes as well. And basically you have other dyes here that are available for you. However, if in case you're not sure if they're available for you to get, like the Dalamud red or something like that, in some cases you can actually also check the market board. Worst case scenario though. The good thing about the market board is that it also has some items that most likely would be on sale because some of the players are selling them off. Or worst case scenario is, but you find something here being sold, but it's actually costly. Let's say, for example, I'm looking for a suit black, and sometimes they sell it by really big stacks, as you can see here. Though you can also buy them in smaller stacks as well, because there's some folks who are actually selling these in smaller stacks. So it takes a bit of scouting to find out where to buy them. So this is also where you sell your crafted items, if in case you want to sell them and have them for market, and so on and so forth. You can also get glams, weapons, armor, cosmetic items, mounts. Of course, sellable mounts and tradable mounts. That's where you get them. For dyes, that's where you get them as well. If in case you cannot find it on the vendor, that's how you find it on the market board. Hold up. Ah, yes, it's over there. So let's go back to the Lancers Guild. And the two locations we're gonna check on are quite close by. So the quest that we need for the main quest, the person that we need to look for on the main quest is just to the north. Then, right after that, we can head a little bit south to our other quest. There's the land. There's the land. Ursandel. I do not believe we are acquainted. Pray, leave me to my thoughts. I understand, sir, but do you recognize this button? The sigil of the D'Artancourt family. How is it that you came to be in possession of this button? From the body of a murdered woman. Her face was it marred in any way? I had feared as much. I can no longer feign ignorance. I shall reveal to you the truth of the deaths, but on one condition. You must promise to put an end to my lady's madness and free her from her torment. Okay, here we go. Now, before I start this quest, don't forget to hydrate, because, oh boy, things can go by fast. Okay, so furniture, buying furniture, there's a bunch of places you can buy furniture in this game. One is in the housing district, which I don't have access at the moment. You have to do a quest for that to access it. The other is the market board as well. Another way to get the furniture. Because in some cases, some furniture items are unique, and they are usually obtained by crafting them. So if you have a crafting job that's already capable of accessing those, you will be able to build it yourself, or you can buy it from the market board or from any of the vendors if in case they offer it. If I remember this correctly, if you go to the housing district, I think the apartments might have a shop or a vendor that sells furniture that you can buy from. So you can check those out. Ah, here it is. Skeletons in her closet. So we're now in this quest. Manor set. Okay, that sounds like a lot. That sounds like you might need some research for this one to find out where to actually find it. If it is possible, that I'm not sure, but I think it is. It should be. Unless there are some restrictions for you to get it. So. Okay, let's see what Ursendel has to say. I was once a manservant in the employ of one of the oldest and proudest families in Gridania, the Datankos. During that time, I had the honor of waiting upon Lady Amandine, mistress of the household. Fair as summer was she, and possessed of a heart befitting her radiance. Alas, the calamity wrought a great change in her. Though my lady escaped with her life, death may well have been a far kinder fate. Never will I forget the day her bandages were removed, and she beheld her disfigured face for the first time. At that moment, the kindly woman I knew ceased to be. Unable to bear the thought of being seen, my lady sequestered herself within her chambers and refused all company. This continued for many uneasy moons until one day, without warning, she began receiving queer guests. None among us knew whence they came, these masked men. But my lady believed that they would help her to regain what that she had lost. So began the rites of rejuvenation. These rituals seemed innocent enough in the beginning, but grew ever more grotesque as time went by. Eventually, there came a day when my lady bound one of her handmaidens to her bed, and then proceeded to mutilate the poor girl's face. Suffice it to say, she did not survive the ordeal. It fell to me to dispose of her body. I performed the dreadful task as bade, obedient servant as I was. But when the time came to return to the house, my legs refused to move. I knew then that I could not go back to that place, not after the nightmare that I had witnessed. So it was that I left Hawk Manor, my home for nigh on half a century. Long did I weep for the girl who was slain, and long still for the woman that Lady Amandine have been. Yet one cannot weep forever, and I endeavored to put the matter behind me. Indeed, I had resolved never to speak of the experience until you appeared before me. My lady's madness must be ended, lest more innocent lives be lost. Lay her tormented soul to rest, as you swore to me you would. She awaits you at Hawk Manor, on the western edge of the Central Shroud. Go now. Go and do what must be done. Okay. We're going to a haunted house. That's gonna be our run today. We're gonna go to a haunted house. So for this, the question is, Summoner or Scholar? Who do we use today? You can actually adjust the text, the font size when you play. So if in case the text looks a little small, you can actually adjust it. So yes, there is a way. You'll have to check on the options to see how that works. If I got it correctly, the Switch would... no, not the Switch. The Steam Deck would have a big... It would have a screen that's, well, large enough for you to read through. Worst case, just in case, also check on the system UI. Because I think there's a way to... Let me see, where do I see it? Where do I check on that? Is it here, or was it in the... I'm not sure if it's in the log settings or UI settings, but somewhere here... You can also look into the default UI size and text, because that will also adjust the size of the letters and words when you're reading them. That also includes the dialog box. Now let's see what Millith Ironheart has to say. Harden, I don't believe we've met. You've got something of mine to say. Yep. Here you go. My journal. Take the 12. In my haste to escape the clutches of that insufferable muttonmonger, it slipped my mind entirely. Might I be so bold as to ask your name? Well, name's Sigurd. You have my gratitude, Sigurd. It may not look like much, but I count this humble diary among my most prized possessions. Its pages brim with tales of the most heart-stirring sights to be seen in our realm, as told to me by the sensitive souls I have met in my travels across Eosia. Tales that have struck me with a more incurable case of wanderlust. As an adventurer, you too have seen the realm, I am sure. But I would ask you, Sigurd, have you truly seen her? Borne witness to Eorzea in her myriads of splendor? Have you stood on the palm-fingered reaches of Costa del Sol, just as the sun peeks over on the horizon, its rays kissing the sand beneath your feet? Have you lost yourself in the night sky of the Salgoli, adrift amidst a boundless sea of stars? But why do I even try to convey with words that which must be seen to be appreciated? To our fortune, whithersoever we wander, Eorzea's beauty is but a stone's throw away. If I may quote from my journal, yes, this is the one. Afore the fane between the two that are as one, her divine cup runneth over with light ethereal. Such were the conjurer's words, and I would see as she saw. I saw for myself before coming here, and I can assure you the conjurer spoke true. Indulge me, go and look out upon the beauty before you. I would like to hear your thoughts. So basically, she's asking us to check a specific location. I wonder where it is. Where would you be? Let's see, would this work out? Nothica's altar is a holy place. It is here that the hearers communicate with the will of the elementals to men. The elementals govern all aspects of life in the 12's Wood, from the creatures we may hunt to the articles we may bring into their domain. As a result, foreign merchants dread visiting this place, conscious of that their wares may be unwarranted. Their wares being unwanted. Let me try this. Nope, not here. Ah, here. It is here. You have looked upon one of Eoz's stirring vistas, as identified by the explorer Milith Ironheart. Report your sightings at Apkalu Falls. Okay then. How about we warp off? Now, knowing which one is a main quest and which one is a job quest or a blue quest, this is how. I'll show you. Let me first teleport to the one I'm gonna turn over the quest to. So, in looking for the icon for the quests, you would notice that on their heads, you would have something like an exclamation point in a bubble. If it's the gold one, that's the one that's basically optional. You don't have to do it. But sometimes there are going to be some events that actually use that. So keep in mind. But so you see that? That's a side quest right there. The gold one. The one that you're looking for, in some cases because it unlocks something, is this. The blue quests with the cross, with the black cross on it. Now, if you want the main story quest, one way to know is you look up here to the upper left. This is where your main quest objective, the current one that you're doing right now, is going to show up here. And if you click on this, it will also show you the map of where you want to go. So in case you notice the icon, it has that meteor symbol on it. So keep an eye on that meteor symbol. That's usually your main story quest icon. For the others, it's just like the guild receptionist. It's basically a bubble with an exclamation point and with a blue background inside. Quest caller system. Okay, that baffles me. That seems different from what I know. We'll see. Were you referring to like where the objectives would show up on your map or something else? There we are. Zion Hot. Welcome back, Sigurd. I trust you were as moved as by the sight as I was. The great stone that adorns the entrance to Stillglade Fane is none other than the Sky Serpent's egg, cast down from the heavens by Nothica the matron so long ago. And those mammoth tree trunks? Remnants, no doubt, of a primeval forest. Whence did they came? Why do the two great arbors grow as one? This I do not know, but what I do know is that the fate of the realm is replete with... But what I do know is that the realm is replete with such beauty, if only we know where to look. So basically it's telling us to check out lookout areas, or vistas, if you will. That's another line of quests that you can basically take on at your free time. It's not a rush. You don't need to like binge that one. But just take your time with it. This is what compels me to wonder. Not the promise of power, glory, or riches, but a burning desire to bear witness to all the wonders around us, as wrought by gods and men alike. So a bubble with red on the map. If it's on the map, sometimes that's an area. It usually indicates an area you have to search. So usually your objective would be there, if in case there's anything you need to advance. It's colored red. If it's blue, high chances. If it's a light blue, that's most likely a fate, and that's usually seen on the overworld. If you're walking through it and such, you would see it around the area. A good source of XP, if you ask me. That's a good source of XP. Let's see what else. I think there's also green as well, like a green bubble on the map, if in case you see that. But I'm trying to recall what it does. It's been a while. Though we have just met, the twinkle in your eyes tell me that we share certain aesthetic sensitivities. It would be my pleasure to gift you with a sightseeing log of your own. In its pages, you will find my records of the most stirring sights in the realm, both those I have seen with my own eyes, and those I have, well, thus far at least, only heard of in my travels. No doubt your adventures keep you occupied, but is this not all the more reason to take in the sights as you travel? That both body and mind might enjoy a moment's respite from time to time. And who can say? Perhaps you will discover glorious new vistas that have eluded me. Second lieutenant or first lieutenant? I kind of forgot, but I think you really need to be at a certain officer rank to get in the apartment. With that, I wish you safe travels, Sigurd. When you have seen all there is to see, may return to me. I would like nothing more than to share impressions with a fellow sensitive soul. So now we have the sightseeing log. So the thing about the sightseeing log is this is also another way to get XP, but it is actually rather minuscule, so it's nearly negligible. Okay, let's see here. Now that we have ourselves prepared, give me a moment, I'll stand by, I'll grab something, and I'll be right back. Okay, you mentioned something with a red marker floating on top of their head. So you mean this one. Okay, now, let me just clarify also something here. Do you see that key on top of her head? On top of that, on top of the marker right here, the quest marker. If you see this, it means it's not yet available for you. It still is lacking something, and usually it would tell you what prerequisite is missing before you can access this. So in some cases, we need to be in a certain job, and it has to be a certain level. Now, if in case you remember the previous stream, we cannot access this yet because we still need to fulfill a certain storyline objective first. So we cannot do anything on that matter. So whenever you see that kind of icon, that particular quest icon, it means you're still lacking something. So you cannot access it yet. Once you fulfill the conditions for it, that's when the red changes back to its actual color, like blue or gold, if ever. So you might want to keep that in mind with the quest markers. Okay, let's come out the Central Shroud. Okay, let's see here. Should we... Hold on. I'm gonna do something real quick. Yep, we're still staying a scholar for today. So let's go. Let's run. Now, if you see this one, this is actually a person that can trigger a fate for you to try out. Right now, if in case I'm going to get an apartment, I don't have anything in mind just yet. So I'm basically setting that idea aside for something else. Oh no, I'm being chased. That's not good. Let's steer clear from the... Okay, that's a different... Ah! Sheesh. Here we go. Okay, let's beat the crap out of this thing. Okay, as for an idea of what's gonna be in the... like how to lay out the apartment and all that, no. I have nothing in mind as of the moment. So that's something I'm currently like... skipping over for the time being, because I'm targeting something else. Alright, there we are. Hawk Manor. Alright, let's trigger this one out. And let's go through the dungeon. Once again, we're playing healer. Oh. So we basically have a haunted house now as a dungeon. This is gonna be amusing. Here we go. Okay, so what we can see here, the top is currently sealed off, so we're going to pass from here. Okay. That one caught me, that would be bad. Let's try the others here. Okay. Okay, so the NPCs that you gather for duty support, they always depend on the map that you're entering, because they have like specific characters assigned for the roles that you'll be needing to fill out. So I would say at the most they tend to randomize, except for a few things. These three, for instance, you'll see them if in case you're a DPS, or when you're a tank, one of them is going to be changed out with a different character, and then it keeps going. You're I got quiet, it's because I'm trying to fight this. It's starting to hit me right now at the wrong time. It's one of those wrong moments. It's one of those falling asleep at the wrong time. So good. It's working. For some reason, some of these monsters are having a hard time dropping. Let's see here. Do we have keys? Oh great, there's another one. Oh. Include the meat servant. It's gonna change things.
Some barriers to help. Okay, there's the fear thing. Cat or dog person? Ah, that's an interesting question. I started off as a dog person first, but over time, I ended up going for cats. So I can technically say I am a cat person. But the more complete answer is that I grew up with both. Although I took care of a cat and a dog on a separate location. So. Currently, yeah, cat. More for cats now. There we go. Now, boss time. First boss. Okay, so far so good. Can't leave without the animal friends, that's true. Either way, it's always best to have a friend. Especially animals, they're fun to have. Like for instance, earlier today, one of my cats decided to sit beside me while playing a game. Most likely it's because they're feeling cold, but at the same time they're being rather sweet, so I let them. Best anecdote for a cat joining me in a video game was I was playing a different game. I think it was Harvest at the time. And then one of my cats decided to just not only climb up the sofa, but also climb up the sofa, head to my lap, and then just curl up and loaf while I'm playing. Kind of took longer than I thought, but that's still good enough. Okay, give me a second here. I'm just gonna stretch a bit. Okay, let's continue. This time, we are going down. Hold up. Let me just fix myself real quick here.
Positioning's a little off. There we go. Let's go. See if we can like open up the other doors where we're at. Or somehow clear out the map and open it up. Oh, Resident Evil Stars member. Oh, that's a tricky one. Well, I would go with okay, among the guys I would say it's toss up between not exactly toss up, but I would say Chris Redfield. He's a really awesome guy. Roddy though, but pretty badass. There we go. Oh. Let's do some loot collection then, if that's the case. Let me collect some loot. Now the beauty about doing this solo is that you have your own pace and going through the dungeons. Let's see here. And this way you can also enjoy and explore the dungeons. Find some hidden details that you may have missed previously, especially if you're the type that plays through the dungeon and then you kind of like gloss over a bunch of things because, you know, you're trying to speed level, which happens a lot. But if you're trying to enjoy like the scenery of a location, that's a good thing to use Judy support, so you can like be at a my pace type of setup. Also, hi Thea. Welcome to the stream. A little low energy right now since we kind of spent our energy last stream with the collab in Kek's channel. Fallout storyline. Ah, the rough question there. I don't exactly follow the Fallout series per se, so I don't think I'll be able to answer the question. Okay, that one's done. Okay, so for those who are still who just tuned in, or for those who are wondering where we are right now, this is Hawk Manor, and we're currently here to investigate a series of disappearances, which also showed like a series of sightings of female corpses with faces mutilated beyond recognition. A favorite Dragon Quest? Oh, okay. I recently got into Dragon Quest, so I would say 11. Since that's the one I'm currently playing through right now. But judging from what I saw from the other games, I would say I think 3 and 5 are catching my interest right now. No details on 7 yet, since I don't know how that went. But it seems like a lot of fun.
if this is working out fine.
Go. Let's blast this one as well. All right. Back it down. Oh, we got keys here too. Let's go grab them. We're gonna need to open up all the doors anyway, so we'll grab all the keys. If they actually brought 10 if they actually brought 10 over, we would have another great MMORPG by Square that we can play. Yeah, that's true. It opens up a bunch of things if you put it that way. So far, so good. Okay, that one's down. This is getting interesting. Okay. Engine on. Target's wiped out. Wait. Keys. Keys. New keys. Next. Okay, we're blasting them through. Let's boost you up. So good. Okay, we got 2 locked doors and alright, we got a treasure chest here. Oh, it's a robe. Oh, ooh. Hey, I like this color. Nice. What else is in here? There's this one. Also has the other door.
Oh, you know what? I'm doing this. Okay, there we go. Okay. Wait, let's double check real quick. I think there's anything here. Oh, there it is. There's a key. I'm also gonna need that from upstairs. There we go. Okay, hold up. There is a key that we should open. But where is it? Hold on. There is a yellow key. Unless I accidentally skipped it. Let's see. Been a while since I've done this. Oh boy. Wait. Ah yes, I knew it. I skipped the key. Anyway, here it is. I was wondering where this went. Now, regarding to plans about what to do with Dragon Quest X, I have no express clues on that. Most likely Square has the answer, and we don't know what they have in mind for that game at the moment. So I think we'll really be stuck with what we got as of this time. Alright, there we go. Just get rid of this guy first. you ask me about whether the community has given up on Dragon Quest X coming to the West, I can't exactly say for certain since I'm not exactly in it. Like, not exactly in the community at large. So I won't be able to get a pulse in that matter. What I do know, however, is that I hope they still manage to push that to the West and have us try it out anyway. And again, okay, I'm gonna try something funny here. Give me a second. Since we're basically exploring the whole area, might as well do it. Now, if I could find a locked door here, and it has a key, that'd be great. Yep, it's here. There's the other key. Now I can check the top. I think I already checked this one. Yep, we already did. Now we're going to the top. Upstairs. The fun thing to remember about this particular mansion here is that back then, when I was playing through this, I think it was still the Shadowbringers expansion. You still had to like navigate your way back. So what the players would do back then was use the teleporter to basically use their teleport spell, or the return spell rather, to teleport themselves back. And it teleports them back to the what do you call this? The entrance of the dungeon, which is the stairway. And that's how you get back to this area. Well, that's how they did back then. So. Now, I think the devs kind of saw that particular situation and decided, well, how about we make it straightforward for these players? And so they did. And one other door that we haven't opened yet. right off the bat. Monsters. Okay, this guy's really taking the punishment here. There we are. Almost there. Easy to gang up on this thing, and we should be able to clear this spot. Oh, that's I think an Act 2 spoiler right there. But yeah, it may seem like okay, this is spoilers for Dragon Quest XI on the second act, but yes, it seems like that actually. Like he was left behind, but in reality, it's more of he wanted to protect his family, but the demons got to him first, so he got cursed. Now that the sentry is forced to open, we're now facing off against the boss. Oh, it took a good while. Oh. Oh no. That looks ugly. There it is, complete map. Let me just do a preemptive barrier spread, and then let's blast them. Gotta be very, oh no. Keep blasting this void scent, whatever it is. It's getting interesting. But it's getting rough. Oh no. Not today. Okay, cycling in another sentry. And it's gonna need us to look away. Here's another one. another one. Uh-oh. Oh, safe. I swear that seduce mechanic's annoying. Uh-oh. Didn't make it in time. Sorta. Kinda went through. They kinda went through. And there we are. Cleared it, and we got a level up. Oh! Oh boy. That's better. Okay, so now that you mentioned something about Dragon Quest XI, yes, it was a mentioned fact that you find out the fate about the king and the queen and stuff. And yes, they're a part of the past, but you actually get to witness it later on in the game. So, specifically on the second act of the game, you get to see particular scenes and cutscenes, particularly. I forgot which part is that, but you're basically getting through those scenes. I'm not sure who you're focused on at that point in terms of POV, but it actually covers the king's past and all that stuff, how he became king and all that. So, if in case you manage to reach that part, that's the one. It's actually tearful, that whole thing. It actually brings tears to me. It didn't really make me cry though, but it had me think and feel somber about the whole thing. Okay. Oh no, this is foreboding. Darkness has taken root within these halls, sprung from the most unlikely of seeds. One cannot help but admire the irrepressible spirit that quickened it to life. It is a pleasure to meet you at last, adventurer. You are every bit as intriguing as our master gave us to believe. It is no ordinary mortal who can acquire one crystal of light, much less 3. The crystals make you strong, and it is to that strength that light is drawn. Hydaelyn chose well. A pity that your existence is irreconcilable with our own. We cannot well allow you to continue upon your present course. Alas, we came here not to play, but to take the measure of your strength for Master Lahabrea. That task is now accomplished. We take our leave of you. Fare you well, bringer of light. And now we're back out, Hawk Manor, where everything looks somewhat normal. Well, somewhat, not exactly normal. Let's see. Oh my goodness. And I see even scarier monsters on the way here, so let's get out of here. Okay, time to head back to town, get to Gudanya, and let's
Let's check what we can do here. This is the White Wolf Gate. Do you wish to enter? I need to stretch a bit here. I had to get some water. And let's see if we can conclude this particular quest line before we continue and maybe call this a rather short stream. We'll see. Let's see if I can still push. Oh, the art style of Dragon Quest is basically the same art style as the one from, of course, if you know it's Akira Toriyama. So that iconic style, I'm hoping that there is like apprentices under Toriyama that will be taking over and that will be picking up that particular art style, so they can, and then they can like personalize it for them all. I want to see someone who would succeed in that position, so let's see what happens. So that's a wait and see type of situation here. Come to think that Ursandel is way over to the north. Oh man. That's a lot of walking. Okay, here we are. Ah, there, Ursandel. Found him. Here we are. You are returned. What sights awaited you within the manor? What has become of Lady Amandine? You must tell me all. And I think that's the time when we explained everything. So, she went so far as to consort with devils. Would that I could have done more to prevent her fall. May she finally find peace in the beyond. Yeah, when you think about it that way in terms of Dragon Quest, yeah, Akira Toriyama is basically the one style. Akira Toriyama's style in the art is basically iconic in that sense. So, if there's another artist that he trained or another artist that basically apprenticed under him that would carry that same art style, that might be a good idea. That might be a good thing because his legacy still lives on that way. I know not whether the masked men you encountered are the same pair that first led my lady astray, but it is plain that they are of the same vile brood. Should the chance ever present itself, promise me that you will visit upon them tenfold the woe they have brought upon others. But who am I to speak of punishment? By my silence I allowed I know not how many innocent young women to die in unspeakable circumstances. It matters not wherefore. Through misplaced loyalty, cowardice, or both, I am an abettor to a gross crime. I will surrender myself to the authorities and accept whatever punishment they deem just. I only pray that the gods will have mercy on my soul. That's a sad scenario there. But I think that is a case closed. We're going to warp back to Minfilia. Here we go. Oh, also, let me check our companion. Hasn't gone higher yet. Sorry. Okay, down here. Go. Let's see what's going on right now. Oh, Victor, hello and welcome to the stream. Greetings, what is up? Well, we just finished one dungeon today. Prior to the dungeon, however, we have a case that's taken place in the North Shroud in Gridania. We investigated a string of murder cases. Missing cases, murder cases. That all pointed out towards a particular woman who resided in the Hawk Manor. To this day has turned into a void scent, which is basically the equivalent of a demon in our terms. And we had to stop her. And unfortunately, the only way to stop her was to basically off her and put her out of her misery. And thus we did that. Now we're reporting back to Minfilia and tell her the good news that the mission is now accomplished. Okay, let's check on Minfilia real quick. Alright, let's go to the solar then. And yes, it's a mission accomplished. Now, that's a good thought, JT. How much of the art did he actually get done? Now, if you ask me, I have no way of knowing. So, couldn't really say for certain, but let's hope that he was able to complete it somehow. Anyway, here's the lovely Minfilia. Ah yes, here it is. Welcome back, Sigurd. Full glad am I to see you safely returned. Tell me, how fared you on the sojourn in the Twelves Wood? So we basically regale her the tales of what happened in Hawk Manor. Two of Lahabrea's minions, and they sought to measure your strength by their own admission. Hello, Minfilia. Yes, indeed. The devils taunt us. It is beyond doubt, then, the Ascians had begun to move in earnest. Would that we would know, or would that we would to what end. Yet, I will not bemoan our plight. Thanks to your tireless efforts, we are at least aware of the encroaching darkness. Alas, we can only do so much. It is clear to me now that we Scions are too few to protect the realm against this threat unaided. We must needs alert the three nations to the presence of this elusive enemy, and recommend that they heighten their vigil. There's no shortage of misery in the world that the Ascians might exploit. We have an arduous struggle ahead of us. Yet come what may,
We will not allow ourselves to become lost to hope, for that is precisely what the enemy desires. We have gleaned all we can from the information available to us. Let us set this investigation aside for the present. Another matter has arisen that requires your attention. Let me know when you are ready to be briefed, and I will summon the others. Okay. So, Victor Nomad's here. Hello. Another Metal Slime. Hello. Welcome. Welcome to the stream. We just finished one of the missions. We just finished the mission in Hawk Manor, which is in the North Shroud. Or more like Central Shroud, actually. That's where we went. Now we're at a point where we have to go to another location, which is a new quest that we're going to be picking up today. Now, we'll have to see how far we can go. I'm going to aim to end the stream at around 3 o'clock, so let's see what I can do. Ah, finally. What job am I using now? I'm still using Scholar since I cannot upgrade Summoner yet until we unlock Titan. And finally we can do so now. Oh, here's everybody.
The Maelstrom requests our assistance.
Concerning the kobolds they sent such copious notes on, I presume?
Yes. And no. It has more to do with their findings, which portend a peril far greater than any beast tribe.
What sort of peril?
The worst kind. A tribe of kobolds in the vicinity of Limsa Lominsa has reawakened Titan.
Oh no.
Our task will be to slay the Primal. The Maelstrom have sworn support for the endeavor. They are no strangers to the havoc kobolds can wreak.
Years before the Grand Company's reformation, two primals, Leviathan and Titan, chanced to converge upon the sea wall, wreaking untold devastation. There, by the grace of the Navigator, were the mercenaries Merlvip hired able to fend them off. Yet it did not take long for the beast tribes to regroup, and they summoned their primals once more.
Thankfully, their second coming was decidedly short-lived, but that is beside the point. So long as tormented souls will them to exist, the realm will never be rid of primals.
The Maelstrom has kept a watchful eye upon the beast tribes, and the kobolds in particular, ever since. Which brings us to the matter at hand.
Unlike Ifrit, we know scarcely anything of Titan. Unfortunately, the only force known to have bested him, the modestly named Company of Heroes, disbanded 5 years since, and mercenaries are not in the habit of keeping chronicles.
Expect the worst. The Maelstrom's help is of course appreciated, but even if we had their whole armada at our disposal, we could still find ourselves overmatched. A pity the kobolds lack the gentle sensibilities of the sylphs. A peaceful resolution would be more than welcome. The echo will not avail you this time, I fear. If you are to survive, your steel must needs speak for you. No one would think you a coward were you to decline.
So you will accept? Thank you.
We can't very well send him to Limsa Lominsa without Y'shtola, can we, Minfilia?
May I ask that of you, Y'shtola?
I never thought it in question.
Ever reliable. Very well. We will spare no effort to win victory. You may count on the full support of the Scions of the Seventh Dawn. And all not afield will aid the fight from afar. Thancred, Ida, go to the Grand Companies, tell them of our plight and solicit their support. Urianger, send word to the students of Baldessian, and Alfino if you would. Papalimo, compile all the information we have on Titan, little though it may be. You will be apprised of the tactical situation when you reach the Sailor's Ward. Provision yourself for the journey. May you walk in the light of the crystal.
Interesting how they use kobolds. Yeah, actually kobolds are not exactly licensed only to D&D, and it's not exactly like exclusive to D&D, because kobolds are also existent in Germanic folklore. They're originally from Germanic folklore, and they're almost like goblins, if ever. It's just that some tabletop RPGs like D&D, for instance, picked up on the looks of kobolds looking a little more draconic the further they go in each edition. If you remember Delicious in Dungeon, I think that's also an example of how other cultures, especially the Japanese side, the Eastern cultures, went with making their kobolds look more like dogs, like anthropomorphic dogs. And that's their version of kobolds. Now, here in Final Fantasy XIV, they have a way in how they worked on the goblins and the kobolds. I think you've seen the goblins firsthand on how they looked last time. And they're the ones with the machines. The kobolds are different here. Anyway, let's go check out. Oh no, we're going to Limsa, guys. We're warping. We're going back to base. Okay, pardon me folks, I'm still feeling the low energy, so give me a moment. It'll take a while to actually get used to it. Oh. Now we're talking. Here to the aft castle. So let's go here. Okay, you can hear everybody crafting right now. Anyway, here is the base. Let me double check something first. Not as much. Good to see you, Private Chronosecht. The Scions sent word that you were on your way. To business then. It is as we told the antecedent. The kobolds have once again summoned Titan. A little over a moon ago, we began to observe the beastmen moving south in increasing numbers from Ogomoro. Our scouts subsequently confirmed the object of their aggression. Crystals. Fodder for their fell primal. Oh look, it's the Admiral. Thank you, High Commander. You may leave the rest to me. Your deeds bring glory to the Maelstrom, Private Chronosecht. Right proud am I to call you one of our own. Forgive the lack of forewarning, High Commander. The Admiral wished to address Sigurd personally. We are no strangers to conflict. Long have the Sahagin and the Kobolds plagued our people. Nor is this the first time we have to address a primal threat. In the past, when Titan rose to threaten the peace, it was the company of heroes we turned. But they are long disbanded, and we must look to other brave souls, blessed with the strength to face this foe. So it is that we turn now to the Scions of the Seventh Dawn, confident in the belief that you are Limsa's best hope. I hope you're right, yet the situation is far from simple. The kobolds are not prone to unprovoked aggression. Did not the Thalassocracy make a pact with the Beastmen that each would keep to their own lands and that no blood would be shed? And was it not the Luminsans who violated the agreement, dissatisfied with their lot? Shall we then condemn the Beastmen for defending their home? Even a pirate must one day reap what she has sown. I would advise you to choose your words with greater care, Lady Y'shtola. Stand down, High Commander. She has the right of it. And the wrong is mine. Freely do I claim it. Yet it makes little difference. Remorse will not shield us from Titan's wrath. Or would you have us fall upon our swords? My apologies, Admiral. The safety and security of Limsa Lominsa's citizenry are, of course, of paramount concern. Already we have observed disruptions in the flow of ether further inland. The effects will be felt here in the city ere long. I ask much of you, I know, but the need is great. I trust I can count on you, Private. Yes, of course. You have my thanks, along with the full support of the Maelstrom. I await good tidings. That the kobolds should summon Titan demonstrates they are no longer amenable to negotiation. This being the case, we must needs prepare for conflict. Before we meet Titan in the field, however, it would be wise to learn all we can of our foe, and I can think of no better source of information than the mercenaries who defeated him once before. The company of heroes may be no more, but several of its former members still live. It is said that one of them is employed at the Grey Fleet Mills in Lower Lanosia. Quite why a mercenary should choose to become a miller, I do not know. When you find him, mayhap you could ask him for me. I, meanwhile, shall seek his fellows. Yeah, company of heroes. That's an interesting thought there, Metal Slime. Because what they explain here is that when they fought the Primal Titan, there's like a whole unit, like a whole massive unit of adventurers and the heroes that fought it. Thus the name, the Company of Heroes. So I'm rather curious as to what they're planning right here. Oh, this is PvP then. Pop no longer. Yeah, this looks like a PvP thing. Okay, do you want to see this silliness that's going to be coming up at this point? Because I have a feeling we might be in for something funny. I think I know what's about to happen. 1.0 Company of Heroes, maybe. Maybe so. Alright, so we're gonna go and check out something here. I'm gonna try to push through at least the first part of the quest, and then after a bit, we'll call it a night. I won't pursue the rest of it. If I remember, it has some of the stuff. Oh! The heroes were sent 5 years into the future so that the events of the 1. Yeah, that's basically pretty much the same thing that happened in the cinematic. That's the one where Louisoix fast-forwarded everybody out of the range of the
of the Bahamut attack. So there's that. Oh, hi Olivia. Welcome. Checking in. Hello. Yes, hello and welcome to the stream. What you missed earlier was the mission that we had back in the North Shroud. Starting from there, we managed to trace the origin and the culprit of the missing persons case that we have been encountering in the area. So we've been encountering like missing ladies who ended up turning out to be corpses now at this point with their faces mutilated. And then we found the culprit, which happens to be what was this? Which happens to be Lady Amandine, who resides in Hawk Manor. However, she's no longer the same because apparently she was one of the folks who got injured during the calamity, badly burned, and somehow was manipulated by the Ascians to transform into something hideous and scary. In other words, she turned into a void scent. And what we did for her instead is to basically free her from her misery, thus ending that particular investigation. It begs the question why it doesn't bother people that it hits things from 1.0, but no one wants to go research it. I think it's more of like this is basically information that was shown in on the base game right now, and I think they're currently working on introducing it bit by bit the further you go, because basically you're starting from scratch again. That's why. Hideous and scary is one hell of a description. Yep, that's alright, Olivia. Actually, she looks more like a sort of a succubus at that point. She's like a succubus already when you fight her. Yeah, she has that attack that charms you and draws you in before she lets you get hit by another attack from one of her minions. So there's that. Oh no. I think I know what's about to happen. Anyway, guys, I think we're in for a treat. Here we go. Lay down your burdens, son. Come drain a pint with me. We'll have a grand old time. Find ye a lass or three. You gonna say something, venturer? Or just keep staring? Eh? You want to know about the company of heroes? Ah, hells. Price of bleeding fame. Can't a mill in peace no more? Still, seeing as you've come all your way, I suppose it won't hurt to oblige you. Consider yourself lucky, mate. Ultrach Tomb was the company's best axeman. Now, what is it you want to know? Oh no, we're in for a goose chase here. There's gonna be comedy here. Find ye a lass or three, stamina required. Yeah, he said that. The Calamity, hint to 1.0. I think the Calamity has always been a constant thing that they've been mentioning ever since 1.0. Yes. Although the one that befell 1.0 is the 7th. Though they did mention calamities number 1 to number 6. Although I'm not sure where to find details of that, but I do recall it's being either discussed in dialogue and other stuff, and it's also in side materials as well, in documents. So apparently this thing has been going on for a good while, the calamities. But as to how they happen and what's causing it, I think we'll see it in the later expansions. I think they discussed this on the subsequent expansions until you reach Endwalker. They actually explain this whole lot. That was a cute little jingle. I just toyed around with that. That's an improvised jingle. I just thought of something. Anyway, what's this guy up to? Tales from the Tidus. FF10? We now have an FF10 reference, folks. Tidus. And there's been a debate between Titus or Tidus. I don't know which one is the proper pronunciation. The official one is Tidus, but there are lots of players that chose Titus. Now, I'm not sure which side of the camp are you. I won't dictate. That's up to you. Oh, we got sky blue dye. That's cool. So, what's he up to? Why is he making us do this? So, you want to hear the tale of how the company of heroes bested a primal, do you? Let me guess. You mean the bastard Titus, aye? Oh, if only you'd been there to see it. It was the mighty struggle like the legends of old. Me and the boys fought him for 3 days and nights, we did. The ground trembled with every step Titus took, and when we hit the air, boy, it felt like a cannon to the gut. Ah, just like that. Oi, what's that look for? I'm a goddamned hero. I'll have you know. The people around here sing me praises. Don't tell me you only care about learning the secret tactics we used to build Titus. We do. We don't have time for that. We don't have time for tales. Well, too bad, because now I'm not feeling charitable. If you're so damn desperate, then why don't you do me a favor and kill those rats that have made a nest by the windmill just south of here? Aye, do that, then we talk. I had a feeling he's gonna do this. Tidus because it means sun, Yuna means moon. Yeah, Tida actually, if I remember it correctly. They call it Tida, so that's why they went with Tidus on this one. Although I think the logic on calling it Tidus because it resonates with the tides, if you will, being from the water. But then again, it's the sun and moon type of thing between those two. Okay, I don't like the sound of this. Okay, let me just drink some water here. Okay, let's do this. Okay, here's the rat's nest. Okay, here they go. Let's do this. That's a lot of rats. There's a bigger rat. And the Rat King is dead. Inside the house. Now, what does he say? Yep, you need to research and be able to catch hints of towards 1.0. Yep, you're going to be seeing a bunch of them. So you have to keep an eye out, just in case. And yeah, that was a fast fight. It was a fast fight. I told you Elk as an offensive chocobo is really nice. So the beasts are dead, are they? Nice work, adventurer. Save me the hassle of... never mind. I'm guessing he's just doing this to... you know, slack off, but... just saying. Ah, there's the royal blue one. What, you still asking about how we beat Titus? I don't know, adventurer. It was a pretty risky strategy, the kind only a veteran of 10 scores of battles could rely upon. I want to teach you, I do. But unless you prove me you'll have what it takes to take that fat bastard, I can't in good conscience tell you a damn thing. Oh my god, I just realized the chocobo is named Elk. Yeah. I did name him Elk. I think this is from a previous stream where I just got the chocobo license from the Grand Company, and then I just also unlocked his combat feature. So basically managed to turn him into a companion, and then out of the paradigms I was choosing for the companion role, I gave him the attacker instead of the healer or the defender. So he's full on DPS now. So he's a DPS Elk at this point. At the very least, you need to be able of slaying, say, a gobu. Come to think of it, that ain't a bad idea. Them creatures have a taste for the flour milled here. So you ought to have no trouble finding one in the vicinity. Of course, I ain't asking you to cut one down quick as a skilled axeman like myself. Any road. Why don't you try heading due west and stand and look out in case a Gubu comes along. Gubu comes calling, slay it. And I mean consider telling you more about the good old Titus. Okay. What are the chances that this is going to be another fast one? Okay. Here we go. Saw that kick? Okay, managed to stop it. Let's go back. And you just witnessed how strong Elk the Chocobo is, because last stream, like yesterday, Elk the Chocobo just soloed an enemy while I was in the middle of a fight. And I thought he was gonna get wrecked first, but I just saw the HP just drop fast. So, yeah. Living up to his namesake. Correct. He is. Eh? You again? Then that Gubu that was harassing the Millers is dead. Didn't think you had it in you, adventurer. Still, it took forever and a day to get the job done. I'm still not sure if I should tell you our secrets. Okay, he's stalling. I'm calling it now. He's stalling. I don't like that. He's stalling. Okay, let's see how this looks like, though. What do you think, folks? Suits him or not really? It'd be nice to see Elk and Sigurd adventure together in an RPG or tabletop game. Soon. Coming soon. We're still working on some particulars and details there, but yeah, coming soon. That's a something we've been trying to figure out. The whole CANVO team, basically, trying to figure out if in case we could like do an RPG together. So we'll eventually see that happen. Though expect that there's also going to be chaos in the whole thing, so it's going to be hilarious. Anyway, what's this guy up to? The Luminson Way. Rachtum remains unconvinced of your readiness to defeat the dread Primal. I guess we really have to convince this idiot. So, as I was saying, I still don't know if you got what it takes to face Tidus. Maybe you just Rachtum, you in here drinking again? If you are, that goob had better be dead. Oh no. Caught red-handed. Oh, it's dead, Chief. You have me word on that. Cleaved the beast a skull in two with me trusty axe, I did. Is that right? Is that a fact? And what will your friend here say if I ask him? He'll vouch for me, of course. Ain't that right, friend? Tell me true, was it Rachtum who slew the Gubu, or was it you? Oh, he knows. Chief, what are you saying? It's me, Rachtum, the finest axeman ever to serve the company of heroes. The legendary mercenaries who slew that bastard Tidus. Tidus? Tidus? Who in the seven hells is Tidus? Some primal you fought in a drink-sodden dream? The company of heroes slew Titan, you bloody half-wit! Aye, well, see, this is what me and the lads used to call him. That's the biggest load of Sahagan shite I've ever heard. Both of you, outside. We'll learn the truth the Luminson way. Rachtum, if you didn't slay that Gubu, you may consider your contract revoked. Yeah, he's caught red-handed there. No more lying. And it just happens to be a solo fight. Here we go. Now we're talking. More action. Oh, this is fun. You hear this? It's a remix of Final Fantasy II's battle theme. Okay, the funny part is we're not exactly geared for damage here, but yes. We'll just go with it. Oh! I can heal myself, you dumbass. Sorry, but I fight defensively. And I kill faster. Oh, it's an enrage. Okay. Stop that one. Me arms. Me bleeding arms. Poor dude. I'll just blast this little dude in. Oh, you.
Okay, testing. You still hear me? Yeah, stuff happened. Okay, trying to queue back in. Give me a second, folks. Okay. I'm trying to queue back in. This will take a moment. Yeah, looks like we got a server situation here. This will take a bit, so we'll be right back. Don't worry, you can still hear me. Kind of trying to make this work. I mean, seriously, I hate it when this happens. Hold on. Okay, let's try that again. Okay, well that's going on. Yeah, we were still in the middle of combat too. I mean, why? Anyway, I'm still in the background, so don't worry. I'm getting this worked on. Okay, there we go. Alright, this should let us in, but I'm not sure what exactly happened there. Worst case scenario, there would have been DDoS attack, but I don't think that's the case here, because the server is still working. I'm betting there's something that happened in the connection that really caused this to happen, to just like, you know, poof out and all that. Oh, okay, folks. Time for you to see what really happened here. Here we go. Look at the number. You're seeing this? Are you seeing this? So many people. Yeah, let me just catch up on everything that's happening, my friend. Okay, so yeah, that was FF. Yeah, there was FF2 that was used as a battle theme earlier, and that was, yeah, some of the things that they used in Final Fantasy 14 1.0 got carried over to 2.0 as well. So you would notice some of the stuff that's happening in the game. You may have heard of it already in 1.0, so which is a nice touch to it. Also, nice to see you here, Keck. Oh, did I tell you about the time when Endwalker came out? During the release of Endwalker, we had this situation where everybody was trying to log in to the point that the servers couldn't handle it, and there's a lot of us in queue. The queue number that you see is actually on the 4 digits. JT, I think you're referring to Final Fantasy II. It is Final Fantasy II. That's the theme that was playing earlier in the battle. Also, Kek, welcome to the stream. And I noticed you're late. You just ate. I'm quite curious about what you ate today. Wonder what it is. And yes, Olivia, it's a long queue right now. I think everybody got yeeted out. I gotta check out what's going on here. Let me go look it up. See what's happened. There might be a mention on either the other groups or on Reddit. Let me see if I could find anything about it. Give me a second. Yeah, we got DDoSed just now. Yeah, I think we may have been DDoSed or something. I don't know. Because that's a massive, sudden, Yeah, that's a lot of us trying to log in. In FF2, the way to do leveling in FF2 is kind of similar to how it's basically the same way you see it in Skyrim, to be honest. The more you use a certain thing, the more it levels up. That's how it works. So you have to really think about what you want your characters to do when you're playing them, so that you have an idea of how they level up and how they'll play out. So that's kind of how it works. Might feel weird, but it has its moments. It has its wonderful moments. Kind of like how FF8 has its wonderful moments and its, tedious moments, if you will. Also, that's a good observation, Metal Slime. The opening arpeggio and the note progression is often the same, but the melodies tend to change, and it's kind of like it has variations on each FF. So there's that ongoing motif somewhere in there, and then it suddenly changes over to add some uniqueness to each iteration. FF Marathon, let's go. I'll have to discuss this with Elk on how we're going to approach that. Because it's either we're going to divide and conquer on the whole thing, or we're going to go through the same journey together. We'll see. I have to ask him on this one. It sounds like a fun idea. Pixel Remaster is one particular example. I have copies of the Pixel Remaster on Steam. As for 7, I am not sure if I would be able to pursue 7, 8, 9, and 10. I have 10. 12 as well, but that's on the other console. Yeah, that's the hard part though. Going through FF11. That's gonna be rough. It's gonna be fun, but it's gonna be a long journey then if we're gonna include 11 into the whole mix. So if we're doing proper order, the question is up till what point for 11? Now, FF13 though, since normally you would need a PS3 for that, there's like the PC ports for it, but I'm not sure how well it works for the PC ports. I haven't tested it out properly yet, so not sure on that one and how it's gonna work, or am I gonna need some patches and stuff to make it feel like it's the same one as the PS3 version.
audio and all that. If anything, if we're gonna do 11, I might need to look into how it's gonna be done, because that's a whole different process altogether. Okay, folks, one moment. Let us... Okay, here's the question. Do we go DPS mode or do we go healer mode? In other words... Clara or Lord Pula? So what's your call? Okay, I see a vote for DPS. Who else? Okay, let's put this as a formal vote. Hold on. Give me a second here. Kinda cooking. Make this a formal vote. Okay. Poll should be up now. Oh damn, that is very unanimous. Oh boy. Oh boy. There it is. They believe in the Pola. Let it be known. The people hath spoken. Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay, that's let's do that. We're doing DPS. Here we go. That said, let me bring out our boy. Also, let me double check on the actions here. Let me see if I have everything. Oh, and something I should do. There we go. Just got Fester. Still at level. Okay. Got our Ifrit here. Alright. I think we're pretty much ready. Let's do this. First man to smash his boulder will be judged a Gubu Slayer. And don't even think about trying to kill me, that's cheating. Who picked these boulders? They're nothing alike. Ah, hell's with it. Let's do it. Doing that, are we? Okay, boys, here we go. Okay, here we go. Oh, no, you don't. And it's shattered. That should do it. Alright. I admit, I lied about being in the company of heroes. But I'm begging you, Chief. Please don't dismiss me. I've learned my lesson. Honest, I have. Save your blubbering tactile. God, I should have known. Mercy, please. I didn't want to deceive you, sir. I swear. It's just that I keep getting turned away by all the folk I ask for work. And I panicked. See, the last job I had was at Costa del Sol. And there was this grizzled marauder everyone treats like royalty. When I heard he was a captain of the company of heroes, I finally understood why. I wasn't being serious when I said I was one of them. But you went and believed me, so look, his name is Whiskate, alright? Whiskate. He'll tell you how to defeat Titus or whatever the hell the thing name is. That's what you wanted, ain't it? So come on then, tell the chief to forgive me. It's only fair. Eh? This guy and the names, I swear. Agreed. Okay. Thank you, little guy. Time to call your cutie lady here. And off we go. Let's run. Oh, and you want to know where we're going, folks? The next location is technically an FF7 reference, judging from the name. Welcome to Costa del Sol, folks. Well, at least the Eorzean version of Costa del Sol. And here we are, in Gegeruge's mansion. Parapapam, parapapam, pam, 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 pam. Okay, let's fix it up real quick. PS mode. Here he is. Drink some water real quick. Pardon? You wish to slay the Lord of Crags? We must slay him, Captain. The people of Limsa are depending on us. You fancy yourself heroes then? Just like the tales. Be not so quick to judge. Long have I labored for the well-being of you and yours, and my associate here has bathed in Ifrit's hellfire and lived. He is blessed with a power that protects him from primal influence. Thus was he able to lay low the Lord of Inferno. We know full well the risks, and have taken every possible precaution. We lack only the knowledge on how to enter Titan's lair. Pray be so good as to grant us this boon of your wisdom, and we shall be on our way. A man who can't be tempered. Useful, but it will not be enough. It is true that the company of heroes fought and felled primals, but each victory was bought with the lifeblood of brave men and women. And Titan was the worst we faced. Aye, we defeated him in the end, but He took from us some of our very best. Even if you possess the powers you claim, I have no reason to believe you will succeed. Believe what you will, we meant to try. Though our lives be forfeit, we will not abandon Limsa to the wrath of Titan. You are passionate, I grant you that. And you deserve better than the greeting I gave you, but I will not send you to Ogomoro on a whim. To be plain, I do not wish to see you give your lives in vain. At the very least, I must have assurances that you are more than common adventurers. I oversee security for Master Gegeruju's estates. Perhaps you can demonstrate your abilities by attending to one of our... Ye gods, man! Have you ever heard nothing I said? We have not the time to perform trivial tasks. The enemy is at the gates. Do you imagine words can sway me, girl? If you dislike my conditions, then you are welcome to find your own way into Ogomoro. Though it pains me to admit it, I fear we have no choice but to acquiesce to the man's demands. Yet, much remains to be done if we are to defeat the best Titan. Forgive me, but I must ask you to undertake this task alone. I will use the time to see the remaining preparations. Leaving the dirty work to others, are we? Very well. Pray, do whatever the good captain bids, however trifling. Remember, the fate of Limsa Lominsa hangs in a balance. Okay, so we're now in Costa del Sol, and looks like we have to do some errands. Should we continue to push on with the errands? Or should we end the stream now? What's your take? Let me just start this quest first before we do so. Master Gegeruju's requests can be more demanding than you realize. Before I set you to your true task, I would like to verify that this won't be a waste of my time. A Nyx has recently been seen prowling the beach to the east. As you can imagine, my master does not want large, slimy creatures anywhere near his lands. The beast is cunning, but you should have no difficulty luring it out with a herring. Slay the Nyx and return to me. Oh, and don't forget to bring me a leg as proof of the kill. Okay, I see one vote for bed. Anybody else? We want to call it a night and then pick it up, I guess, after a few weeks. Go right here. Patent herring. Alright, here we go. You can't hit me with that. Nope. Not today, pesky frog. I'm not going to have a big shield. In case you're wondering why I survived that, I have a shield on. It's that big yellow bar on top of my life bar. Okay, we managed to do that. Well, did you deal with the Nyx? Nyx leg. Yep. Lest you think me overly cautious for testing you in this way, you should know that we had an incident not long ago. A foolish young employee was dismissed for lying about his past. He claimed to have served the company of heroes, but I knew for a fact he did not. Anyway, now that the pointless busy work is finished, I shall give you a challenge as befits your talents. Oh, here we go. The Actal mission. Two highly distinguished individuals are scheduled to visit Costa del Sol in the near future, and Master Gagarujo wants to welcome them with an elaborate banquet. Now, but while money is no object, not everything Master Gagarujo desires can be so easily purchased. It is to be an extremely exotic feast, and so, Sigurd, your mission is to seek out and obtain the rare ingredients our chef requires. Naturally, such fine dining must be accompanied with suitable wine. And by suitable, I mean the very best there is. That, however, can wait for the time being, as I believe you have enough on your plate as it is. It will be a long and arduous journey, but you need not toil alone. Many of the mercenaries who once served under my command still live, and they will guide you in your quest. For the first ingredient, I would have you travel to the South Shroud and speak with Landinil at Camp Tranquil. What? Do you mean to tell me that you cannot afford to waste time as your associate did? Adventurer, if you have not the endurance to complete this mission, how would you expect me to believe you can outlast the Lord of Crags? Either do it or don't. I have work to do. Yeah, 1.0 has some of the UI systems of 13, although I think the framework resembles more of 11, considering that was the game that they started with first. However, there's also details of A Realm Reborn was using, I think, a stripped down version of the engine they used for 15. So there's that too. Okay, let's go to the Shroud. Here we are. Give me one moment. No changes on the outfit. Do you require assistance, adventurer? So, this is the one who would challenge Titan. I've been expecting you, Sigurd. The ingredient you seek is the egg of a giant adamantus. The method of acquisition should be obvious. You steal it from the beast's nest, of course. Simple in theory, but difficult in execution. Most who try die in the attempt. Will I help you get it? You amuse me. I will not jeopardize my position by openly assisting you. For me, you will receive only information. What you do with it is your choice. Yeah, hodgepodge of the single-player games and one other old online game. Yeah, that's pretty much the best way to describe it, yeah. Trial by turtle? Really? Okay, fine. Trial by turtle it is. Let me be clear. This business between you, me, and the captain must remain a secret. See, I don't regret my time spent with the company in the slightest. Traveling the world, meeting interesting people, killing them. It was all jolly good fun.
Alas, Gridanians are, by and large, an unforgiving lot. Detto here being a rare exception. I've had to go to great lengths to ensure that I am seen as a noble citizen, as a model citizen, with no taste for drinking, whoring, gambling, and all those other activities I so dearly miss. So understand that if you ruin my little charade by wagging your tongue, I will fashion a noose with your entrails and hang you on the nearest heaven spiller. Well, what are you waiting for? There's a perfectly good adamantus egg in a nest to the east of here, just ripe for the taking. Not that I expect you to live long enough to claim it. The mother never strays far from the child, and you will surely be attacked by the moment you lay your hands upon the egg. There will be other heroes, Sigurd. You do not need to challenge Titan. Abandon your quest, or your corpse will rot in the swamp. Okay then. I'll still go anyway. Oh, and while we're at it, let me fix this one real quick. That's not where it's supposed to go. Time to change that up a bit. And there's the egg. Just like that. Hey, I just woke up. Hey, Elk. Good morning and welcome to the stream. And I'm currently debating right now if I should still continue this particular quest and at least go until 3, or I snooze it out. So, meanwhile, if in case you're wondering what we missed... Oh man. There he is. Let me just set this up real quick. Defensive barrier on. On the side. Oh yeah, JD pointed out an interesting note here about how this game is basically a mix of every FF. I forgot to mention this though. I think as per described by, I'm not sure if it was Yoshi P himself who actually said it, but technically Final Fantasy XIV is best treated as an amusement park that is Final Fantasy themed, because there's a lot of references to the older FFs. Every FF that's in existence, there's a reference to it in this game, one way or another. Ah, that's true. FF16 also has a bunch of tributes to classic FF games. Yep, that's exactly it. And both 14 and 16 were directed and developed by Yoshi P and CBU3, or in this case CS3 now at this point. Although the actual director is different in 16, you still have Yoshi P and the gang in there, so it's still them. It's still their baby. So yeah. So in case you're wondering where you left off, in case what you missed a dungeon, and you just missed a solo fight a while ago. Now we're trying to make our preparations to get to Titan, our next primal. Queer indeed. I thought you might have the good sense of to leave this place. By your continued presence, I take it you intend to persevere to the bitter end. Such bravery. Such recklessness. That will serve you well against Titan. Leave the egg with me.
I'll see that it gets to the captain. I should make haste to southern Thanalan. In Forgotten Springs, you will meet a man named Uod Nun. I don't know, there's something about the name that kinda sounds weird. It's Uod Nun. He'll be your next guide. Safe travels, Sigurd. Okay. Okay, we'll have to find our way there, but the question is how. Wait, actually, it's better if I use this. Nope, this one. Rent the bike. Oh, I think I have a stick problem here. Where am I passing? Hold on. Here we go. I need to pass the Eastern Thanan, but why am I in the... Ah, that's why. I didn't see the lines. This is what distracted driving does to you guys. Please, watch the road. Oh yeah, I think Dragon Quest will be fine. Toriyama admitted he'd be only a supervisor mostly for the past few games, and there have been artists who worked with him, and Toyotaro is always reliable. Okay, so there. Don't quest and drive at the same time. No. Thanalan, as per usual. So I had a friend who asked me about, like, what would each of the areas in Final Fantasy XIV feel like in terms of temperature. So let's play that game real quick here, shall we? Now, if you're in Thanalan, what is your estimate in terms of, like, how hot is it right now in Thanalan? What's your guess? Also, yes, this is one big bike, Olivia. It's actually a bike from Final Fantasy VII Advent Children. And it's the bike used by Cloud in that particular OVA. The only thing it cannot do, however, is store your swords. Or whichever weapons you have. So, you say breezy like in West and South Texas. Is this what your guess is? Is this your guess about Thanalan right now? Like at this time? As we are at this point, like we're driving through the Thanalan at night? Because I can see that being the case since we're in the desert and it's nighttime. If you ask me, I think the temperatures might be hanging between, if in case, somewhere in the 80s. But there would be times where they would hit like 90s to high 90s to 100 also, if in case it's like daytime. Open fields, yep. I think we're in agreement there. We're pretty much in agreement there. But oh my gosh, what is this? Careful. Those things aggro hard. Okay, we're trying to go to the
Forgotten Springs. There's actually a shortcut here, but we kind of passed the wrong way. That's why we got hit a lot. What is Fahrenheit? So 80 to 90 degrees Fahrenheit, or basically, I think it would be sitting around 30-ish. High 20s to 30 something Celsius. Not exactly close enough to hit 40, but it may hit 40 at the highest. Kind of like Arizona when you think about it. I can imagine Limsa being the very breeziest of all, kind of like California. Or your typical seaside towns. Gridania might be more of... What is the most likely location that's like covered with wood and stuff? What's a good wooded place that's also breezy and such? Too hot for me. Anything about 24 degrees Celsius is death sentence. Yeah, that's true. I mean, that's why we have air conditioning for a reason. The moment you put someone under the the moment you put someone outside at possibly 30 plus degrees is too much. They cannot think straight. Trust me. Like if in terms of Fahrenheit, if the degrees actually reach like 90 something, I cannot work out. It's gonna be rough. It's gonna be a bad time. Oh, here we are. State your business, adventurer. So this is the one Whisket sent me. Kentucky in the middle of a forest. Oh, that's an interesting idea, JT. So I think that's your call about Gridania, I take it. Olivia here says, where are you from? Where 24 degrees Celsius is hot. That's a cool morning. Oh boy. That is an interesting question there. It's a mountain forest city, so kind of similar to Colorado or Washington, if my guess is correct, or Chicago at least. Yes, I'm sleepy as hell though. I can feel it already. I'm just gonna push it a little bit more, see how far we can go, and then I'll take the time to just lie down after this. Anyway. Let's find out what's going on here. I haven't the foggiest idea what he sees in you. And until I do, you will receive no aid from me. Okay, sure. Fair enough. I'll take the crit. Okay, let's see what we got here. Persistent bugger. Very well. Let's have a look at you. You've seen your fair share of battles. There's no mistaking that. And you did manage to obtain that Adamantus egg. However, that was not more than a display of brute force and blind courage. The Noon I once fought also believed that his strength would save him. He was wrong, and now I'm Noon. Okay, context. Let me explain a few things here. So, among the cats, sorry, not the cats, the Mikote, especially the Seekers of the Sun, notice their last names for the guys. Their last names have Tia and Noon. Now, the significance here is that a Noon is someone who has the last name of Noon or the title of Noon is basically the chief of the tribe. The ones who are not chiefs of the tribe, like basically
may act as a second in command, or basically more of an heir or just another guy. They have the title Tia, and most of the Mikote would have the title Tia because they have not ascended yet. In this case, they have to fight for the right to become Noon. So they will fight the current Noon and overthrow him to receive the title. Otherwise, what they may end up doing instead is stay as a Tia inside the tribe and help out, or they might venture on their own and find their own way. And a good example of that is... Wait, do I have an example yet? No. Too early for him to show up, so I won't say his name yet. You'll see him soon. But you'll be seeing this a lot. I think I've seen it with one of the Arcanists, I believe. It was... I forgot his name. I forgot his name. But it's the Guildmaster. The Guildmaster for that guy. The Guildmaster for the Arcanist Guild. He has the title Tia on him, and I don't think he became a Noon at all. Now, we now see someone who has become a Noon, which is originally a member of the Company of Heroes. And oh, thank you! I see that you subbed, so thank you. Thank you very much for that. After watching Elk a bit and sold me on you guys and your love for JRPGs. We do love our JRPGs, really. And I'm glad you're enjoying our company in this one. And I hope you do stay with us in the journeys that we make, in each of the games that we play, in each of the stories that we go through. So I see that you also... so JT, coming back to what you said, mentioned Ocean Town in the like a medieval version of New York. That's your take on Limsa, I think. And then you mentioned Vegas for the desert. So that's Ulda. Interesting. I like how you put those together. And that's kind of close to where I am currently. All of these locations. You know, this side of the Diamond Plain has a lot of interesting places here. Interesting locales that you can reach by traversing through these pathways. These intricate pathways around here. Long and winding ones. Now, let's go back to the whole story. I'd say they're about spot on environment-wise. I think you're about right there. And we might see more towns later on, and I think I might ask this question again at some point, but this time for those other towns. But yes, I like it. I like how accurate that was. Now, let's continue. As Uod mentioned, many years ago, I joined the Company of Heroes to hone my skills, instead of challenging my predecessor before I was ready. Even when I was young, I understood that victory goes to the patient, the cunning, the pragmatic. That's why I claim my position, and it is why I still hold it, and it is why I will not help an unproven whelp. The children of the sands do not offer aid to strangers. To do so is a sign of weakness. However, if you are recognized as a skilled hunter in your own right, it would be permissible to assist you. Now across the desert, to the east lies an Amalja encampment. There dwells a warrior renowned both for his strength and his guile. To even face this Amalja in battle, you must first find a way to lure him away from the encampment. That will be your test, to draw out and defeat the veteran. For this, I will offer you no advice, only this worn spear. Why, you ask? You have to solve that riddle yourself. Now go, slay this old warrior and bring his necklace to me. Okay, that's what he wants us to do, huh? Let's get to it then. Oh, I think I should use a bike. Bike's up. Oh, I find it interesting that for the first time, we had a stream wherein I got disconnected from the game. That's unthinkable. The Dragon Town from the first expansion would be the cities along the Great Lake. The Great Lakes, yeah. Although there's kind of, I think because if it's snowy, it's kind of like Alaska when you think about it, right? Or something similar to areas in the north that have a lot of snow, perhaps. Okay, I see sandworms. No, they're not the Shayolud. No. Okay, in case you're wondering what I'm mouthing there, that was from Dune. How common is it to get disconnected? I keep getting booted out in WoW. Ouch. Man, Victor, I get that kind of hurts too. Getting booted from the game. It usually depends on connection. Back when I was playing this on the other side of the world, on the other to I think somewhere in Eltoria, I think I was having a hard time going about it. I think it was in the Wild South when I was playing this. Back in the Wild South, I had a hard time connecting. There's like after every moment, there's gonna be a moment. This is FF14 already at this point. I'm having a good time at this on the whole thing. Connection's well, and then it's gonna take a while, and then before you know it, I get disconnected. It's that bad. So yeah, it's dependent on signal strength, and I think also on the server end and how well it's working, like how well it's connecting and such. I think what happened earlier is basically a DDoS attack, and then everybody got booted out and they tried to come back in. JT, interesting that you mentioned it's basically Chicago from the Great Lakes in the middle of winter. So I think that's what Ishgard is, huh? Ishgard and Kurthus, I think. Nice. Kek being Lisan al-Gaib. Yeah. Oh, speaking of Chicago, I think I've been there for a bit. Story time. I've been to Chicago for a good bit. Family came over, so my parents came in. They were supposed to go somewhere. I joined them for a good tour of sorts. We ended up going to the very beginning, to the very starting point of Route 66. And then over the course of their stay, we eventually went to the end point of Route 66. We didn't traverse the whole route, but we went from the start point and the end point within the course of that trip. So that was wonderful. Okay, Bloody Gizarm. We're gonna get summoned here. Okay. Now we wait. Now we wait for someone to call us out and basically seek for the Lisan al-Gaib, which is not here. That's not us. Defensive note. Attack. Stone Spike Tanadga. Oh gosh. These names. Look at that DPS! This bird, I swear! What? That bird! Did you see that, everyone? Elk was dishing out the kill. Man! Choco Elk for the kill, guys. Choco Elk for the kill. That was really good. So that was a smart option to make him Choco Elk the DPS. Really nice, really nice. You'll love to see it. So, now we're back.
let's now provide. Is it here? No, this is a different spot. That's not it. Here we go. Tell me, adventurer, is our old nemesis dead? Yes. It's a fine necklace, as befits a veteran of countless battles. It will make an excellent trophy. I just noticed Elk said Kwe. Oh boy. The spear? It belonged to one of his brothers. I knew when he spied it from afar. He would be unable to resist venturing outside the encampment to see it for himself. Did you discern my intent? Or was it dumb luck, I wonder? Either way, you impress me, adventurer. I shall tell you of the ingredient you seek. Okay, we passed. That's good. Let me compare real quick. Yeah, my clothes are better. Take the silver piece. A shame we did not meet when I was still in the company of heroes. You would have made a fine recruit. But no point in dwelling on what cannot be. You have a Welwick worm to hunt. Sandworms slither brazenly across the desert dunes, but Welwick worms are far fewer in number. Rarity breeds demand, so their meat is highly prized as a delicacy. The only way to catch your quarry is to entice it with something it cannot resist. These worms prey on smaller creatures of the Sagoli. A freshly slaughtered angler carcass would be my choice of bait. There is an area teeming with anglers to the east. I will mark them on your map along with the location where the Welwick worms are most frequently sighted. Be warned, the blood will drive the worm into a feeding frenzy. If your skills are lacking, it will devour you as well. Okay, you just gave us something foreboding to think about. Okay, we'll just get rid of it. Let's go. Mike. Off to the Sagoli. And I see 2 targets. Time to stay on anchor. Okay, there it is. Okay, let's see what else is out there. Alright, here we go. Now we wait. Oh, there he is. There he is. Ow. things done. Let's bike back. Alright, let's just finish this quest and we're almost done. For now, at least. Okay, this is it. Let's find out Lord Noon. Here he is. You look well. Have you caught your quarry then? Yep, we got the meat. Your skills as a hunter rival those of the best. Those of our best. I applaud your success, Sigurd. The meat will need to be heavily smoked before I ship it to Whiskite. Worry not. You have my word that he will receive it in time for the banquet. You must be eager to obtain the third ingredient. I regret to say that I know not of his location. For the nonce, you should return to Costa del Sol and seek Whiskite's counsel. But hold on a moment. Since you'll be meeting the captain again soon, there is something I'd like you to deliver to him before me. Okay, now before I start this quest, I think we have to save this for another time. So we'll sit here, call it a night for now. I guess for some of you it's already daytime, and it's still daytime. But right now, I'll end it here. Let's go to the chat room real quick. Give me a sec. So a little bit of darkness in here. Fortunately, we don't have the chat working, so let's see if we can get this. Well, there we go. So, how do we enjoy our stream today for Final Fantasy XIV? I think we had quite a lot happening right now, and despite the handicap of having a lack of energy because of the collab that happened recently, I think this is a fun yet energy-intensive stream. I think it's time for me to actually take the time to rest. Anyway, I think it was a fun time. I think I had fun. I had fun. How about you guys? Did you have fun? I did. It was immensely fun. And the collab session, if in case you missed it, go ahead and check out the VOD on Kek2's channel. It should be there still. Clairvoyant's version of the VOD is hilarious, and I'm not sure if it's still on her. I'm not sure if it's still on her channel, but I don't think so. If in case it's not, just check out Kek's. It's still there. Anyways, thanks everyone for watching tonight and today for some of you. Right now, I'm going to take the time to rest it out because I'm going to be resting it out also for the rest of the week. So around the 9th and 10th, I won't be streaming. So next week, I won't be streaming on the weekend. Watch out for any updates though, because I might be back by then on the 16th. Because around this week, starting the 7th, I'll be flying out. I'll be heading off to a place, attend a certain I'm going to be attending a certain function, if to put it simply. So I'm invited as a guest And I'm going to be going along with a few other people to check the whole thing out. And at the same time, I'm going to take the time also to rest out because of, some moment to recharge after a long ordeal, if you will. Now, as for what to look forward to on the 16th and 17th, we're still not sure if that's going to be a thing. That's still tentative, so keep that in mind. We won't be doing Final Fantasy XIV on those dates, since I'm still recharging that. Instead, we'll be doing something else. We'll be doing Blaster Master Zero on a Friday. I'm not sure if we're going to do it on a Friday or on a Saturday, but whichever goes first. We'll be either do Blaster Master Zero first, and then the next one on the next day would be Dragon Marked for Death. So we'll see which of these two will go first. I'll let you know on the week of the stream. But in the meantime, I'll take the time to rest. I'll recharge, recuperate, try to regain some Z's and sleep, recharge my abilities, and see if I can get ourselves going with the new story. Now, anything else to look forward to aside from those games and Final Fantasy XIV? Well, I'm still cooking something with Elk and Keck and the others. We're still working on it behind the scenes because we're trying to see if we can do something fun and not exactly so unhinged, but fun nonetheless. Watch out for that. Watch out for anything that we have. We'll let you know. Anyways, check out my companions here. Elk is doing Chrono Trigger, and he's been chugging in on the progress. Keck is gonna be doing, he's currently doing, I think he was doing Fire Emblem, and he was also, in this case, Fire Emblem 3 Houses. He was also doing City Skyline at one point. I saw him do that, and also Stellaris. You might want to check out his shenanigans there and enjoy his stuff. As for me, we'll see what else will be coming over on the horizon, but expect something crazy real soon. So, that's it for me. This is your Clockwork Wizard, Sigurd Chronosecht, bidding you adieu. Thank you for joining me right now and staying with me for the rest of the days. And I'll be seeing you again on the next stream. Keep in touch. I'll keep in touch. So check out our community posts. Check my community posts. So don't forget to like and subscribe this channel. Like the video. And if in case you want to share the progress that we have on this story, go ahead and do so. I'll see you again next time. For now, I bid you, everyone, may you walk in the light of the crystal. I'll see you soon.